This is Level Up Success Podcast with Neff and Truth.
Hey, how you doing, friends and family? This is the Level Up
Success Podcast.
and welcome to another episode where we try to bring knowledge and power to our listener. So tell me, Nate, how we gonna start this?
Hey, how you guys doing, man? So like I always say, man, we are here trying to level up the mind. Okay, so it's all about the level up success podcast, leveling up the mindset. All right. So I'm excited about our guest today that we have, and we're gonna have a very interesting topic today. So why don't you introduce yourself? Why don't you tell us your name, your background, where you were born, where you're from?
So my name is Dominic. I go by Domo. Dominic, Gaffney. I was born in. Oh, grateful to be here. By the way, thanks for having me.
No problem. Anytime.
I appreciate you come pass by.
It's in my neighborhood, the Bronx.
Yeah.
But where I was born and whatnot.
Yeah.
When you was born.
I was born in Annapolis, Maryland, but family moved back here when I was four. My mother lived in Maryland. She's She's originally born and raised in Harlem.
Okay.
But she moved back from Bowie State when she was going to Bowie State, HBCU, to back here. So, yeah.
So, do you even remember when you moved over here? Was it a process, or did you was it a big change?
To be honest, I don't even remember. I just remember it was.
Wait, hold on. How old were you though?
I was 4.
Oh, I don't blame you for not remembering much.
I mean, yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Especially as you become older, like.
Yeah.
4. I was like, I remember flashes. I remember we moved around a lot. I think we had like some homeless shelters since.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. So, how do you make ends meet right now? Like,
Make ends meet. The ends ain't meeting. They don't seem to be meeting, at least all the time. But I do, delivery, courier.
Okay.
I get small gigs here and there. The event production and stuff like that. We're investing. I'm investing in that. So ain't no meat over there. So.
All right. So so you basically you are working on something right now.
Yeah.
Which is the event planning. Can you talk a bit more about that?
Yeah. So I run an event planning company called Domo Venturas. It's something that I started probably a while back, or this probably stems from doing shows in college, but. It's basically Bronx-based events, a Bronx-based production company to bring more events and events to the Bronx.
Okay.
But are you planning to extend your event to other places? I know you started from the Bronx, but...
Oh, yeah. Actually, Uptown. So we got to increase like the market for it. The interest is a very niche. So I started something called DJs and Dancers, which, celebrates the synchronicity between DJ and dancers. So... but a lot of the Bronx is not used to going out. They're used to going to the city or places like Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, but it's pretty dope that we have something to come back to in here in the Bronx, because we like to travel, we like to go to Manhattan and stuff. But if you can have something around your neighborhood, it's pretty awesome. I've been to the venues around the Bronx, and it's pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
More to show y'all, and. It's more about changing the narrative of the Bronx too. So I do a lot of photography, videography work, the Pobolin, taking pictures and videos over there, like freelance photography, mostly free, but.
you gotta start like that. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Everybody got to start like that. I don't understand why.
But I'll tell you, can you name them? You do a couple of free, and then if somebody else like your job, who did that for you? This dude. Oh, okay.
That's usually how it works. I got a few gigs like that.
No, and it's like us right now. Like we're providing free content to our viewers. We trying to get the followers in, and then later on we'll create a Patreon, and we'll do a different affiliate and all these things. So it's everything starts from somewhere.
That's
right?
true.
So you have to. It has to become more than just a paycheck. at
Right.
first, right? Because it's something that you want to build, right? Like a career, sort of, right?
Well, taking your first steps will teach you that, and I
Yeah.
think that last year with those 3 events definitely taught me that. Like,
Okay, cool. What made you get started? Like what what inspired to do what you're doing now?
I saw, so I was dancing. I've always danced my whole life, the love for, Michael Jackson, inspirations like, Chris Brown and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I just really enjoyed dancing, but I, didn't always enjoy, classes and like some type of, dance culture at times.
Yeah.
Being repetitive. I wanted to, and very strenuous and competitive. I just wanted an open space where people could come together who don't know how to dance, that's like comfortable and suited for them.
Yeah.
Because I really try to cater to, people who love a dance. Like we bring the mat out and stuff like that. We make it intentional. Like we want you to dance,
Yeah, I mean, I could agree with you with what you're saying at first, because when I first started dancing, man, it just felt like like I'm here, I'm trying to like learn, but it was all like methodical.
Yeah.
Hey, look
Pedagogy.
here, learn the basics. This is how it is. So it wasn't like the environment it didn't feel
It's not
as fun.
It's not conducive to people who see the final product on the dance floor wherever you at. You know, so even when I was dancing where the place I got started, when we got good enough, we were supposed to be, we were I've been to a lot of different places and socials, salsa socials, and we're supposed to teach. We're supposed to openly go after and teach the younger the people who are starting to make them comfortable to be like dance more, and that helps them go level up and kind of and it's more than just dance though. It's like movement is medicine. Like that's my philosophy. I feel like community therapy, like we come together, and that space was like a safe haven, and it's crazy that I came to surprise my boy, who was the director, Steven Reyes, at the time, and just from there, I was just going to take like a bachata class and like chill with him, because we went to high school together, and from there I'm like performing on stages, like costumes and stuff like that.
It's funny how things happen like that, right?
Yeah.
Like you just, you just doing things, like out of random, or somebody suggested something, kind of like how I started the podcast. Like I said in my introduction, like Truth just came up to me one day, like you want to do a podcast? I'm like, all right, after 3 years. I was like,
and then he thought he was ready. I was like, just do something right away. Just see how it works. Actually, our first episode is we just did a random. We think it's script. We think you be prepared for it. So sometimes you gotta do that first jump to see if you could do it. And once if you do that first jump and it's just like, I guess
you go with it, right?
Yeah, if it's good enough, I guess you do another one, and then you do another one till you get better. But the key is be consistent.
Yeah,
you gotta be consistent, because you cannot be scared of being or failing.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's why people don't even start things, because they think, oh, damn, it's going to go bad.
A lot of people, like, when it comes to failing, I look to fail. Everybody's like, yo, focus on one thing. I'm like, nah, I'm decent at this. And people be like, oh, jack of all trades, but master at none.
Yeah.
But it's like, what stimulates you to keep going? It's like that failure. You keep chasing until you get decent and better, and then you find that's something that you want to start. But I always tell people, like, yo, you got to start. A lot of people never start, and you never know where you're going to go.
Yeah.
Like bachata, I wasn't even going to dance out, so I was like, nah, I'm good. Nah, you keep that. And then we just like, from then 2-3 years later, found like a brotherhood with the people who was there. Always supported, always willing to teach, and to me, dance is more than dance. It's family, So we get better. You want to, impress and improve, and that makes the people teaching you feel good. And from then on, the sky's the limit. You start doing spins and things you never did, or timing you never did, and then you not become as good as you're great, but you're able to take like classes. You're able to,
No, and you always like in the dance world, man. Like you always want to like improve. You always feel like oh man, there's more to do. But then the people that beginning, they looking at you like, oh man, you're doing amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like I want to be just like you when in a few classes in.
You become the person that they come to.
But you're always trying to like, but you as a person, you're always trying to grow. I've noticed that even from vets who've danced for years. They feel the same way, and I'm like, damn, man. So I'm this is never gonna end, man. Like,
no. And that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Never gonna end. You're always constant growth.
I mean, there's always
but it's good.
something to learn. That's the good thing. I mean, if you master your goal,
But someday you're gonna be. You never know. Certain people's disciplines is better than others. So you could become great in 3 months. And then there's certain people that's gonna, takes 3 years, probably never be great because of that discipline and consistency. But you never know. You might be next to, like, whoever, in the scene, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. But yeah, so to go back to what you're doing with with your business, like what because I see that you're actually passionate about what you do. Like what makes you so passionate in building this and what you're doing right now?
It's necessary. A legacy. I feel like I'm actually changing or doing something for the Bronx and for. This is really about the Bronx, but but I'm using dance in our community, in our artistic community, to kind of change, bring us closer, to kind of. To seeing people smile and be like, in the objective, my objective when I have these events, am I meeting that? Like, am I creating a place that's, welcoming to outside, like people who don't dance? Yeah. Like, are there people in the corner who feel left out? Like, I remember first going to socials or just being in the club and just because we in the event planning business. Everything is an event. When you go to somewhere, it's an event. When you walk inside any business, it's an event. So it's like it's the comfortability. It's like you belong here. It's
and you're trying to involve people into the culture. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's pretty awesome. Man.
Dance culture, salsa culture, like Puerto Rican culture.
And you're doing it in our community because I see a lot of people that start do something for the community, but they do it out of the community.
Yeah.
And I love how you doing it for the Bronx.
Yeah.
Because like you say, a lot of people when they go out, they always try to go to the city.
Yeah.
It's not even the Bronx. There's people from Brooklyn that will go to the city also, Manhattan.
There's people from the Bronx going to Brooklyn. That's what's happening.
Well, Brooklyn? Wow.
A lot of the artists from the Bronx are going down to Brooklyn to the stages, and it's that place kind of embraces the art more. There's more opportunities, like there's more love, and there's a community that will embrace you. So, I've always liked things like kind of like difficult, tough. Like, so it's steep. That's a steep hill to climb, but we little by little, brick by brick,
That's how you gotta do it. You gotta do it step by step. If you do it too high to go, it's gonna be hard to reach it. So,
but it just seems to me like you're accepting the challenge.
Oh yeah. If it wasn't challenging, why do it?
That's deep. No, that's what's up.
A lot of experts stop doing what they do because it's like it's boring. I felt I wasn't the best at dancing out. I mean, that's my discipline. That's what I went to school for. Like, even though I've danced other styles, I sort of emulate other styles. But when it comes to salsa, I felt like it was enough to have fun and interpret and to take it out of the studio and bring it back to the streets. I believe in salsa de la calle, like bringing it back to the streets where it started, with pots and pans, and
Yeah.
When you speak of, it's about changing the narrative and putting it in front of people.
Yeah.
And using the things that we have at our disposal, such as social media, such as like, and we also have like a lot of venues. Like I started out of Boogie Down Grind in my neighborhood of Hunts Point.
Oh wow.
They acquired Bronxlandia, which is that railroad. They renovated it into an event space. That's why I started there, and if I started there, and you know, and I was embraced in my own community. A community that, you know, went through hard times and like fighting, like all type of, like I took the bus through, like I was quick to go downtown. Like the pandemic really taught me the love of my community, because I was able to go to that spot that opened, you know, it opened a couple years back, and then it was a black-owned business. But I was embraced by my boy Tyson, who's a DJ, B-boy. Shout out to him, the Aqua Dragon. He's nice, bro. And he kind of embraced me one night and was like, yo, hang out after hours. I met my people, Razzle, Carmen, Risa. I found my soul tribe, Nick. Like, these are all gamers. These are people who live down the block. Annie, Mike the banker. Like, these are people who live in our community, who are just like us, who are prosperous, who want to reach new heights. And we all have different disciplines. Like, it was like an artist meetup. Like, almost like, you know.
I mean, so you seeing it, it bringing up people for our community. So that's dope. What you doing then?
We have
Because
forced to. You ain't go nowhere. You ain't take no train.
I mean, it's little by little, but at least you seen some type of change, and that's the most important part, because it surprises. It take one person to help. I mean, at least you helping a couple. You could help, like, I think we say on one episode, you could help one person out of 1,000. You're doing, you're impacting them.
Yeah, that was Stan. Shout out to Stan.
Oh, yeah, Stan.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
dope.
find your tribe in your borough. Find your tribe in your neighborhood. Find your tribe on your block. Like, I believe in the borrowed sugar method. Like, if my neighbor got sugar, we got sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, the block got sugar. Like, I believe that we should be taking care of one another. I believe in community-based businesses. Like, whatever you put in, you have, like, you get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that place really sparked the growth of staying in my neighborhood. Then I went to the Bronx Brewery. Then Rosette Park. Bronx Brewery is where I had my first 3 events.
Okay.
I went to Rosette Park, which is in the South Bronx. I went to the Bronx Native. I went to the Tag Up Music Studio. Like, you know, 9 Bistro. Like, this is all in the South Bronx, and there's a community of creatives. The Thinkubator Cafe. Like,
we should post a link of all these locations.
Bro. Give me the link. I put on the YouTube.
Because, you know, it's important for people to know. Like, there's a lot of places that you could go to, which is nice environments, man. I've been there, and you know, and if you're the type of person who, you know, like, wants to get off the scene of, you know, buying like $150 bottles, and that's just me being nice, and you know, like, right?
Casamigo. It's a Casamigo.
You know what I'm saying? So if y'all just want to go to a place where y'all just want to dance and chill, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, and actually, be you know, surrounded with people that, you know, that believe in around of the culture, and you know, the people to have conversations with.
But bro, just not even that. Just walk around your block. Like, walk around your neighborhood. Like, speak to someone who goes to work every day. Like, break that. We, as New Yorkers, we have this thing where, like, this culture of, like, nah. Like, even when Lady talked to us in the pizzeria, like, the New York inside of me was like, she was. But I understood because I'm enlightened to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm like, oh, she just, you know, let me be. You know, but I realize we got to be more receptive. Like, we in a city of 9 million people. Like, you should be able to look to the left and right and be like, yo, what do you do? What do I do? So it's not just about dance, but the creative community.
It's a New York thing too. That, like, if you go to a certain state, like, people are more, hey, what's up? How you doing? In New York, everybody's too focused.
It's too fast paced, and everybody's just trying to get to their own business. So but and I got what you're saying. As far as we want to get to that eventually. This is what we want. We want, you know, to be able to look at our neighbors and, you know, say hello, have a conversation, just have a peaceful environment overall. We do want that, you know, but I feel like it has to start from somewhere, right? Because, you know, if we could help some people do that through this podcast, awesome. But, you know, this is why I say when we go to these events that, you know, that I've attended, you're surrounded by people who, it's like they forget about everything that goes on outside, and we're involved with this environment or with this, the location where we are, and everybody treats each other like family.
Well, you got to realize you also in a culture. You're in the salsa dance. You're in the dance culture, which is kind of an underworld, which is kind of a world under a world.
Mm-hmm.
So, like that's another way we can communicate. Like there's a mutual door that we can open.
Yeah.
So, like beyond our own selfish interests, there's something that we love and connect on there in the Bronx. You know?
Yes.
So
Yes. No, but that's beautiful.
It's
man.
a culture. It's a subculture in a culture of Dominicans, Blacks, Asians, like everybody's.
We all part of the same community at the end of the day. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I know you mentioned it a bit before, but can you like give us a more of an understanding, like how was it that the pandemic affected us? Because man, like things changed a lot after the pandemic. Like now people are getting out a little bit more.
Yeah, a little.
I mean, no. We outside. We out here, right? Nah, but
but it was a little bit more stricter. But
yeah.
Still doing the thing, of course.
During pandemic, I know people during the pandemic that there was like, man, these people are crazy out here dancing. I mean, it happened, and and like nowadays, like there's some people that I still don't see from the salsa scene, that I used to see before. But like people are slowly getting into it. So like, can you talk more about that transition? Like, how was it before versus how it was after, and how how is it
before the
now?
Pandemic?
Yeah. I mean,
before the pandemic, I was getting ready to. We was about to go crazy. Like I started out at Nieves, when
shout out to Will Nevis.
Shout out to Will. Shout out to Will.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Steven and Stephanie. Those are my mentors.
Yeah.
Shout out to, all the teams I dance with, La Fuerza, Sapphire.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the gala, the fire gala we used to have. Shout out to my partner, Angie, Danny, Portia one time. Everybody,
Like beautiful people.
These are beautiful people, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to say salsa helped me like a lot with like communication and like my own self-confidence, by the way, and also like getting to understand the women and boundaries and like that. So I gotta thank salsa for that. Could we do a clapping emoji for that?
No, we could definitely give a clap. Yeah, no,
Shout out
definitely.
to salsa for like it's a partner dance.
Yeah. So like I was saying about the pandemic, as far as in your business, because I know it
how they affect you.
No, I was straight dancing salsa before the pandemic. Like I was straight getting ready to go crazy, like, and to go to new heights, and then boom, they closed. I was dancing with Calle Fuego, like I was expanding my horizons. I was going to hip hop classes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just had received my tax bread. It's around March.
Yeah, it's around March. Yeah, I remember.
And then during the pandemic, everything kind of slowed down. But I remember that I had I was a personality. Like I'm really like I do comedy.
Okay.
Was doing hosting. I was still doing, so I did that kind of on social media and whatnot, skits, dancing, be talking. Like I also had my own podcast at one point with like Domo, you chatting, like just talking. So, and then. But during the pandemic, it kind of I didn't really have a business of my own. I didn't really create my own lane. I was still trying to. I was actually happy because I had to have. I got a gap to like chill and not dance.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. Yeah.
And
so you just took that as like a rest period, and then
Kinda, but during the pandemic, that's when I started building and formulating, and we couldn't be in the house and on unemployment. We miss you, by the way, on UP unemployment. Nobody laughing.
No, I missed it too. I used to get
No.
I just think you want to go out
Bussin'.
there,
But now that we're at the, during the pandemic, I didn't know how valuable it was to be outside and to be in the place like the Bronx Brewery and El Polvorín. And shout out to the brewery, bro. The shout out to Front of Boogie Down Grind and the brewery, because those are two places that everybody kind of congregated. Like we had to be outside, bumping shoulders. Like, yo, who you? Like who? Yo? Then like we meeting all these creatives and these vendors and these creators of all art. And from that naturally, I was like, and then you getting to know DJs and whatnot, and having a DJ set myself. Later getting into music production down the road, but that's for later. But yeah, bro, and just starting, and then saving stuff up and not buying 150 and saving and putting into a business, an idea, writing it down, and just formulating. And I mean, now we're here, which is like kind of 95% vaccinated. Everybody's pretty much in. We have the tools to move forward. Okay. Now it's more of like expanding, like the first year of business, the second year, and kind of like capitalizing on. You're always gonna be like chasing, like not chasing, but like learning from those first 3 experiences, and then we have kind of post towards the end.
Got you.
You were straight dancing. You were gonna do hip hop, something else, right?
Yeah, I was expanding into other. I had left college to do dance full time. Like I wanted to like invest in classes and become the best that I could be. And then the pandemic hit. Gang.
Okay. All right, got it. So basically, you was just expanding with your dance, right?
Yeah.
And then pandemic hit.
Boom! I was like, oh, we off tranquilo. Like, I'm not even training no more.
Yeah. All right, cool. So you transitioned to that, but then you had an idea. You started having these ideas, and then poof, like pandemic is getting, getting easier and stuff. And now you're like, okay, let me build this business. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So then
started an initiative. I like to call it an initiative. It's still a business aspect, but I'd be like, this is something I feel like is necessary.
Okay. Cool.
It's still a business.
All right, awesome, man. So let me ask you this, since we're in the transition of the business. Like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now with this transition?
5 years from now?
Yeah.
Bro, I see like my dream is to sell out the Apollo or create like this gigantic experience, a gala that like, because the whole premise of what I'm doing is bringing dancers and DJs and all creatives together, like graphic designers, to have a home, to like a place that they funded, they loved. Like we could also tackle issues such as poverty, such as like, you losing a family, grieving, depression. Like I want to create a community. I seen it one time in Boston. I think Boston had like an artist. Maybe that's a 10-year, but like in 5 years, I want to have like an artist residency, like a whole building, a whole block just dedicated to like arts. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope for the community. Yeah, we need stuff like that.
That would be awesome, man. So what about 10 years from now, man?
Well, definitely that artist residency or a piece of land where like, if New York City is not cutting it, or you need a break, or like a place you can go, like hopefully the legacy or the blueprint of what I left, I'm like an open book with all of this, like that somebody else could follow in my footsteps, knock on wood, we want to be here forever, but that will live on. I will create something that means something a lot to me.
You expecting, like, you want other people to follow your step, right? That's one of the things that
be inspired. Just be inspired. Yeah, just I'm just doing something that makes me happy. I told you, like, I was telling you guys, like, I do the courier thing so I could remain my own boss. I could have my free time. Like I don't have to report to anybody. Like I'm so removed from collecting like a paycheck from a boss and putting up with management. And when I could do stuff, like I can, if I have an idea, like if I could come here, like even today, it's like, yo, when you need me, like I'm doing a lot of that. Yo, when you need me, which I need help with.
That makes sense.
That's definitely, yeah.
And we do, like we encourage people to have this mindset to like work for yourself. Try to build something for yourself, right? Like H said one time, right? He was like, work your 9 to 5, which you have to work, but then go home and work on your 5 to 9, so that eventually your 5 to 9 could become your 24-hour. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it. That was a great message. Yo, shout out to you, bro.
Also, go with your plan A, bro, till it works out. BC, don't divide the energy. Because the plan A not going to look the same way you put it on paper. Like, it changes, and that doesn't mean that it changed. A lot of people, like, bail out with, like, at the brink of gold, and sometimes you got to starve for that. Like a lot of people are like, yo, have a B, C, and I believe you should, or just change what plan A look like, because my way of doing things kind of feeds my soul. Gotta feed your soul too, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have that dedication. There's people that are scared. I mean, not people have that mindset too. At least you got the mindset to go for it and not be scared. And it's incredible. People, when they get scared, they go for what they love for their dream.
No, they don't inspire their dreams. Like they have dreams and they don't even get to organizing a goal plan to strive on this mission. Like they don't, like
a blueprint, business plan. Just set up one page business plan, bro. Like it's a lot of this is failing hard, being by yourself. People don't believe in you. Like you. It's not for a business to be like, oh, it's successful because it's in profit. Like something could be in profit, but something be broken within or bankrupt inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, it's a process of growth. So when you start your own business, like it's a living, breathing thing that's a part of you. It's like another organ. You know what I mean? At least that's the way I think of it. You know?
No, definitely. I think that sounds pretty good. Like, oh wow, bro.
Yeah, no, that's pretty dope, man. So let me ask you this: anybody inspires you? Any inspiration? Any mentors you have?
Definitely other creators around me, bro. Like property owners,
Yeah.
Amari, the Wawa Tag Up, places like, also, this is the first time I've seen like women DJs, like, Mari D, Crema, like Ultraviolet, like just meeting everybody. Like, so it's the people, like the people, 9 Bistro, seeing, like when you open your mind and your eyes and you actively look for and wait and you start to meet all of this whole tribe of like people who like doing. So I would say the people is my inspiration, and also like, E.T., like the people who just tell me you could keep going. David Goggins, like those people just at the brink, bro. I be at the brink like every day of every week.
Nah, man, David Goggins, man. He's pretty good. He's pretty dope, man. I follow him as well. So do you have like any hobbies?
Hobbies? Treat hobbies like businesses sometimes, but I really like photography, videography, music production.
Okay.
I like to play ball, exercise, play ball. Dance is another hobby. Cooking, eating, wellness.
Hey, man, who don't love to eat though?
Yeah.
I'll take the eating.
I'm getting back into it. I like to feel good. I like the spot. What else? Hobbies. Yeah, I think that's. I love baseball. I haven't been able to play baseball in a long time.
I don't even remember the last time I played baseball. Oh, that's dope, though. That's good,
dope, man. So, do you have like any messages to the audience? I mean, I see that you have a shirt. I don't know if that's.
Yeah. Do you want to promote show?
So I got a shirt. Girl thought it was a good idea to give me.
That's pretty nice.
I can have to try to zoom.
It's like a street sign. It's like it says Dance Enforcer, and
in the corner, Dance Enforcer.
Domo.
That's pretty dope, man.
But let me explain the meaning of Dance Enforcer. So when you come to a party, an event, and everybody's sitting down, like I'm like the first one dancing, but I don't dance for me. I dance for everybody else. That gives everybody permission. I feel like to dance.
Yeah.
Like it's okay to dance. It's okay to fit. Like it's okay to look or feel how you feel. But like we gonna dance tonight. We gonna have a good time in this moment.
If you dance bad, right?
There's no bad dancing.
There's no bad.
There's no bad dancing.
Yeah,
you think we're gonna have a scorecard like, yo, True, he sucks.
No, but people be getting scared. I hope I'm not making
it's all in your head. It's all in your head, bro. Like
we gotta get Truth out there, man.
Yeah, we got.
So you can experience what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, I understand what you mean, bro.
Everybody's so supportive, bro. Especially in salsa.
So, I mean, is there anything else you wanna add?
No, I mean, before we end, do you have like a message you would like to give or tell our people?
Dang. I'm not gonna lie, chase your dreams. There's something like I went to school. I did everything in school. Like I definitely go to give school a try. Like, and find your purpose and find your tribe and find people who support you, people who love you, who fund you, who, you know, share your work and live to inspire others, you know, because that's the most truly rewarding thing that they could give, you know.
Oh, wow. So now I appreciate for you passing by.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
for the knowledge and power that you're giving
man,
out.
definitely, man.
And for our listener, if you like what we're doing, like I always said, tell a friend or family to follow us at Podbean, Google Podcasts, Spotify, whatever music app they have. It doesn't really
Podbean.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can they find you, actually?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can find me at Domo's Visuals and also DJs and Dancers. Also, yeah.
No, but I definitely gonna put it on the link
Be
on
doing more.
YouTube.
Definitely tap in. Stay tuned. I'm proud of what you guys are doing. My
Thank
man
you, man.
Nate. My man. Forgot his name.
True.
But
It happens, man.
I'm here to, you know, I can't wait to watch the other episodes.
Man, nah, definitely, man. Thank you for being our fan, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just happy you doing something.
Yeah.
When I seen it, when you told me, I was like, heck yeah. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I like
man.
this guy. He's gonna have to let me use these speakers.
Yeah, we're gonna work on music in the future, bro.
Yeah, nah, you should
But just be
definitely
a
link up
groupie,
for
man. Just
music.
be-
But remember, every Monday new episode and every Friday the video version come out on YouTube. So
All right, guys. So this is the Level Up Success podcast.
What's the outro?
Thank you for viewing our content. And you know, I just want to make sure you guys have a good day. All right, peace out. All right, deuces.
Peace.